This is like the 5th wash now. You said what? Want me to open it? Oh, you got it. So we're using a quarter size of the Clarifying Shampoo and Self Scrub. And it's starting to lather more than it when we first started using it. I would recommend for people to do a clarifying just like the same way that you change your drawers. You should make sure that you clean your hair from all bacteria and stuff that builds up in your strands. And I can tell you, a lot of hairstylists can tell you BPerryFilms of like people's hair not smelling good, build up, and different traumas that people do to their scalp because they're not protecting it. So she's putting another quarter size in. Just make sure it gets all the way through. I think this one is one of my most favorite steps because my hair feels like it's being cleaned to like the fullest capacity. And it has a peppermint smell. I know many of you have seen my first... Yes, it does. Yeah, definitely. I can feel it right on the scalp. And it also has little beads in it. I'll probably show like a little close-up of what it looks like on the scalp. But there's little beads in it. I think that's the peppermint, and it activates the smell. And the Tango lets you know that it's working really well. And you want to focus mainly on your scalp and then to the strands, so all the way to the end. Next, we're going to go with the Hydrating Shampoo.
Are you doing the deep?
You said what?
Are you putting the deep?
The deep conditioner? No, the next time. I'm going to do the, what do you call it? The Hydrating Conditioner. The next time when I get my hair washed, we're going to do either the deep conditioner or the treatment mask. And they're both like protein treatments. I know when I first did the hair quiz, it recommended me to invest in the Clarifying Shampoo, the Hydrating Shampoo, the Deep Condition. Yep, this is the Hydrating Shampoo, like she had mentioned. The other 2 products that they recommended on the website for me was the Moisturizing Deep Conditioner, along with the Nourishing Hair Oil, and that came out to $150 at normal price. But like I said, I want people to try out the travel size first before investing a lot of money into these products, because the whole line is about $400 after taxes and shipping. So like I said, it's a really investment, and less goes a long ways. I know a lot of people on YouTube are using so much product that they have to keep restocking like every other month, but I can tell you, can you pass me one of the bottles real quick? A bottle this size should last you at least for 6 months. You're only going to use a quarter size or a dime size depending on as much hair that you have. We use about 2 quarters, right? Or do we...
Well, we'll use 2 of this one.
Yep.
Because this one lathers more, but the clarifying, we do 3.
Okay.
I put 2 in the front and 1 in the back because you have long hair. So it depends on the person's hair. Shorter hair, you'll use less. It depends on how long your hair is and how thick your hair is. You might need to use a little more. But just always use no more than a quarter size.
Definitely. And it smells really good. It's a simple oud. All the products just about have honey in it, but these are some of the ingredients. You always want to look for the first ingredient to be water, letting you know that it's very hydrating. So she's putting in the hydrating conditioner now. And it smells really good like the rest of the line. I'm in love with the smell. Like I had mentioned, I've been using these products for the past 2.5 months. And they work really good, and I do recommend it for people, but understand your hair type. Some of these products that work for me may not work for you, just like other people's lines. So you just have to have an open mind when testing out any of these products. This is what the hair texture is looking like.
How you doing it?
Oh, straighten. Yeah. It's supposed to be nice for the next 2 weeks. Okay, we're gonna put in the treatment. How much product do you wash? Oh, okay. 3 shampoos, okay. So she went in with the Self Scrub, the Hydrating Shampoo twice, and then we're gonna do protein treatment.
Just like that. It happens. So yes, it does. It happens.
I'll make sure that you get right into those follicles. I know that you leave this in for like 20 minutes.
Oh my head. It's not what you want, but
How many quarter size?
Quarter size. I'm
Just
gonna
one?
use this for the front. Then I'm gonna do another quarter size for the back. And you have a lot of hair. You can sit up.
no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's high blood pressure. Yes.
So she put in the Restoring Treatment Mask. I got the travel size. That's what I started with. And this is a good amount left in here. I only used it twice so far out of the 3 months that I've been using it. We're gonna put that in for 20 minutes and let it sit. You can either use heat, and we're just gonna put it back on the head. Just keep it in the heat. Now we're gonna put in the moisture sealing lotion and underneath the dryer. So this is our final look. I tried 4 different styles, I think, over the past 2 months. Definitely grew a lot. Has a lot of body. Voila. This is my final look. Hope you all enjoy. So you guys just watched my hair tutorial, and I just want to come up with a 3-month summary of what I have experienced through using this hair care line Cécred, and I'm just trying to figure out how to best address it. So I wrote down some questions that people frequently ask. I have a list written down, and I'm going to go through each one, answering all your frequently asked questions so it doesn't sound repetitive like other people's videos. First question is, does this work on all hair types? I can bottomly say every hair product is not for every type of person. Everyone has different porosities, people have different health journeys, some people have heat damage, color damage, different traumas, alopecia, just a lot of things going on where sometimes some products will respond a certain way to certain people. It's just like your diet, your porosity, like I had mentioned. And if you want to go further in detail on what porosity is and what type of diets that you should be on, I have a whole blog on it that I will attach in the description box. I can speak for myself. It works on my hair. I have talked to some people at my salon and some people who have tried the products and some people who refuse to try it because they feel like it wouldn't work on their hair, which is valid. However, for the people that did try it, they felt like the hair got frizzy, matted up, or it just didn't respond well with the hair that they have. I know that this product can be used on extensions as long as it's human hair and also on your hair. I think this is more for people that are type 2 and type 3. Type 4 is with a question mark because I have seen some videos where people have really frizzy results, or some people have results where the products don't soak in and it just looks like it's sitting on top of their head. Why did I decide to sign up for Cécred out of all the hair care lines that are out there? I've been saying to myself and to my best friend, I thought that she should have started a hairline ever since 10 years ago. People say it's not part of our brand, but we always known her for having long blonde hair and always whipping around on stage and the L'Oreal commercials. I know everybody can remember those, back when people used to wear their own hair, but now everyone's just wearing wigs and extensions. Just putting that out there. But it always felt like it was a part of her brand, and it's great that she's exposing herself to something different outside of music. I think she should focus more on the hair care line than anything else at this point, only because I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for her to grow. And hair care is something that has evolved over so many centuries. Hair is the symbolic meaning of money, wealth, education. It's just like it has such a rooted substance to it. So for people who feel like it's not for the hair, why don't you make products for type 4 hair? Stop relying on all these celebrities or relying on other people. Why aren't you trying to products for yourself? If you feel like something's too high, go with something cheaper. If you feel like products aren't working for you, go with something that works a little bit better. There's plenty of opportunities for everyone to find products that work for you. There's Pattern, there's Fenty Hair, there's Olaplex, there's Cantu, there's so many Suaves, just so many brands out there. Like, you don't have to rely on celebrities, and you have to remember that they have stylists that do their hair, so sometimes they're not even using the products, just to give some context to that. But they might have tried it once or twice. And sometimes there's a disconnect and everyone's like, she's not using it on her own hair. But you have to ask yourself, does it really matter on how she's using it or how you're using it. And I can see that there is a big disconnect because you want people to really take care of their hair, but we haven't seen you wear your own in a very long time. And I kind of want to challenge people who are watching this, and even her, to wear their natural hair for 4 months and see how any product works on their hair, to see if they receive any lymph retention or any better results with the hair to make it even better. I feel like people neglect their hair with fusions, weaves, wigs, just so many things that can add more damage to our hair. We're always thinking about how we can blend it into the hair that's not even coming out of our scalp. We're always talking about that we want to protect our hair with all these protective styles, but if you're neglecting your hair, it's not going to grow, it's not going to sustain, it's not going to be healthy. And I'll just put it down like that. What made me choose the products that I chose? I'll show you the list of the products that were recommended to me after I took the hair quiz. It was a hydrating shampoo, deep conditioner, the clarifying shampoo and self scrub, and also the nourishing oil, and I came out to $150 before tax. And I was looking at the travel kit that I have on this side, and I was like, okay, this is only going to cost me maybe $100 and something, and I get to try just about every single product on the line. And I was kind of wary of some products because I have allergies to certain things, and I'm grateful for my stylist. If you have any stylist or you're working with someone for the first time, always fill out a consultation, let them know your hair history, let them know your porosity, what you don't want to do, what you feel comfortable doing, any allergies, because all the stuff will affect your hair. And for me, I had to make sure that I wasn't allergic to any of the ingredients. So they said, if you even have any type of reaction, let us know. We'll take the products all out and we'll scrub your hair from scratch and get you back to a healthy scalp, because no one wants to see all your hair on the ground. So we just have to put that into context, because you don't know how you would react. You don't want to have an inflamed head. You don't want to have a whole bunch of dandruff because all this stuff pulls out your hair. Same thing with stress. There's a lot of factors that go into it. So I started out with the travel kit. It came with the Nourishing Hair Oil, Self Scrub, Hydrating Shampoo, the Treatment Mask, the Deep Conditioner, and the Moisture Sealing Lotion. And it came out to $100 and something. And no, you cannot use the 10% discount on it. Only on full-size product like these. My initial thoughts, I had recorded it on my YouTube channel, which I will link. But my initial reaction is, ooh, this smells good. I like how it feels. And it's a little bit longer than what I'm used to. When it came to, which I'm going to answer, question number 3, is how long does it take to get your hair done? I'm used to getting my hair done and washed within 15 minutes. Clarifying shampoo, regular shampoo with conditioner, leave it in for a couple minutes, and styling. Usually have braids. With this process, it can take anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour, and thank goodness that they have the hydrating conditioner. It has saved me a lot of time, and now I just use, like, if I don't need a protein treatment, because you can only either or use the ritual protein treatment, or the deep conditioner, or the treatment mask, one or the other for each one of those, because it's a lot of protein and it can cause protein overload, which stiffens the hair and causes breakage. And yes, that's not a myth. But yeah, now I can speed up the process, except for the days that I need to do a protein treatment. Now I can use the Self Scrub, Hydrating Shampoo, Hydrating Conditioner, Moisture Sealing Lotion, and the hair oil. What is my favorite product so far? I've been using the Moisture Sealing Lotion, the Nourishing Hair Oil since the beginning. I've been using this for about 3.5 months. This is how much product is left. This is a travel size, and it comes with 0.7 fluid ounces, and the full size one is $44. And it comes with 1.7 fluid ounces. You're probably wondering why choose the travel size over the full size. You just want to see what products that you like the most and just refill as you go. I believe less is more. I've been able to use the travel size, which comes at 2.5 fluid ounces. And I've been able to use this for about 3 washes and I have this much product left. And that says a lot. I use about a quarter size to 2/4 size, depending on how much hair that I have. People ask about the lather. I think it lathers pretty well. I don't require a lot. I'm sure that you guys heard of Wen, and it doesn't come with any lather. And people are always asking, do any of the products cause shedding or any of the sort? And it just depends on how thick your hair is. My hair is really thick. Same thing with people who have really thick or medium thickness of hair. You're gonna see a lot more shedding than someone that has thinner hair. And how do you figure out what your hair strands are and if they're thick or medium? Just put your hair into a ponytail, see if it's like this big, and sometimes it's hard to figure out who to trust when it comes to these videos, because a lot of people are using extensions, a lot of people are using systems that basically give the illusion that the hair is healthy when it could be not. You can have long hair and it still not be healthy. You can have short hair that's healthy. So it can just go back and forth. So we shouldn't determine if we're going to use a product based off the length of their hair. Because people could be styling in a certain way. Some people have products that works best for them. And it's not about who has the most amount of money and who has the most amount of resources. I've seen a really negative video where people say, oh, celebrities can afford to have good hair. And that's a con to yourself. You feel like you can't invest in your own self-care. You can go to concerts spending $10,000. You can go on these fancy cruises, go on vacations, invest in stocks, go to the casino, but you don't want to invest in something that gives you that satisfaction and that people really judge you based off of. People think since you're black or whatever, everyone has coarse hair, but as you can see in my hair tutorials, my hair's not coarse. People ask me, how do I keep my hair so shiny and healthy? And I'm like, I've been through hair trauma too. I had heat damage from a blow dryer, and trust me, and I don't even really use heat on my hair. And it was a very traumatizing experience. I had to cut a lot of hair off and regrow it and give the illusion that I'm just, just like micro trim so people wouldn't notice that there was a lot of damage. I went from 16 inches of hair to 3 inches of hair in a certain section of my hair. And it was a very traumatic experience, but I knew that if it's not the hair's problem, it has to be my scalp. And that's why I was intrigued by when they were pitching this as to, we're focused on your scalp and your scalp health. And that should be the most important thing when you're thinking about growing and maintaining your hair. If you don't have a healthy scalp, your hair's just gonna break off. If you don't have healthy ends, they're just gonna continue to split. We have this relationship with our hair that we need to learn how to love on it and not segregate us to certain stigmas. There's white people that have coarse hair. There's black people that have straight hair. It shouldn't be so black and white, and we shouldn't be stereotyping people based off of what's growing out of their scalp. Focus on what's growing out of yours rather than anyone else's. So that's that. Like I had mentioned, the hair oil is my favorite product, mainly because it's lightweight and it doesn't make my hair feel really greasy like some products. And for people who have my textured hair, we know that oils can weigh the hair down and it can cause a lot of blockage, and your hair can't grow if it can't breathe. Think of it like a plant. It needs water, it needs moisture, it needs to thrive, it needs to be respected, just like how you want respect. You got to give it to other people. Oh, and just a side note, so this is a full size. So the full size comes with 8 fluid ounces, and as you can see right there, the travel size comes with 2.5 ounces. The only difference is that it's a 50% off difference, and you might as well buy the full size once you start running out of the small one if you really like the products, or you can just stick to the travel size. But just keep in mind, to get rid of the shipping fees, you have to spend at least $65. And that won't be hard because you gotta buy at least 2 products. And yeah, they're kind of expensive. But you have to get the you have to get the Clarifying Shampoo and Self Scrub and a Hydrating Shampoo, and these both have to work together. You cannot get one or the other. They both work together. It's part of the system. I noticed when people use a full line of products, they work cohesively. I know some people want to switch some things out, but if you're gonna get these, you have to get them together. Just a side note. So you won't expect that, oh, my hair is now performing a certain way, it's not getting clean a certain way. These two pair together. And like I said, for my length of hair, which is right here, I use about 2/4 size, and my hair is pretty thick. And also, if you spend, I believe, $65 or more, you get a travel size, and it comes with 0.3 fluid ounces. And I got some more of the hydrating shampoo because I use the most out of that. I usually do 2 washes. One of my new favorite products is the Hydrating Conditioner. It smells really good. And also, you just leave it in for literally a minute and you feel the best results. It makes your hair nice and soft and shiny, and it feels really good. And it saves me a lot of time compared to using the deep conditioner and the treatment mask, which you gotta leave on for about 20-30 minutes. Read the instructions, don't leave it any longer than what it tells you to, otherwise you're not gonna get the best results, and it could cause a lot of chaos with your hair in the long run. So definitely follow instructions, and I like how everything is labeled. And it tells you what the ingredients are, and I love that most of these products are water-based. My hair likes a lot of water. It likes to get washed weekly or every other week, but I routinely wash my hair every other week. Question number 8, what changed about my hair? So I felt like there wasn't really much change that happened to my texture of hair or how did it make me feel. I felt like I left with a very healthy scalp. I loved the whole process. It felt like I was at a spa, and even my hairdresser and my barber, we work hand in hand, working through different styles and different cuts to make everything go cohesively. You have seen on my channel, I have had various hairstyles, so people that throw shades, talk about my cornrows, I have tried multiple styles with these products, and they worked out very well. Texture's still the same. I feel like I have less split ends. I feel like I'm retaining length. I think when I first started the product, my hair was probably like up to right here, and it probably grew like this much since using the products. And yeah, I really like them a lot. I think they're top quality so far, and I can't wait to see how things maintain over time and what products that they release. I like how they're taking the time to testing out different hair techniques, understanding people's scalp, having that education. Dr. Carrie, you're doing amazing. I love watching your videos talking about hair myths, hair journeys, and seeing the differences of what people are using with their hair and helping people understand the importance of hair health and diet and fitness and all types of things that may affect how your hair behaves. So just keep in mind, people who have 4C may look different from other 4C members based off of the hair quality of their hair. Same thing with type 1. Some straight hair will look different and perform differently from other straight hair. Type 2s, you got the wavy, and then the type 3s, you got the curlies. And everybody has their own hair regimen that works best for them. And it's important for us to educate ourselves. And like I said, I have a link in the description box that talks about all that, so we can all educate each other and have this conversation and dialogue. Hair shedding, we're monitoring this, but this is how much shedding that I have had in over 9 days, which isn't that bad. Your hair sheds about 45 strands per day. So I think the shedding is normal for my hair, so I'm not concerned about that. And I will also know that I haven't received any frizz on my hair. Everything is laying flat, nice and seamless. It responds well with mine, and I get a ton of compliments from men and women. A lot of people want to try these products, and some people still have a question mark, but they like the results in my head. So just have an open mind, and we'll see how everything goes. Okay, the big question at the end, which is question number 10, is this a cash grab? I wrote down some notes to make sure that I hit every point. Is this a cash grab? The price seems overpriced. I feel like if you're going into the entry market, even if you're trying to get into salons, I feel like you should just cut off some of the prices at least by $5. I think the cheapest thing on the line is about $30, and the most expensive product is almost $60. And you're not really getting a lot out of how much you got to use these products. And you have to keep in mind that some people wash their hair a lot more often than me. I know a lot of people that do these hair tutorials, they're washing their hair like every 3 days, every 4 days, so they can keep the content going. And then there's people who have straight hair that wash their hair either every other day or every day. So I can imagine how much that this will cost. And just to give some context, this line can go up to $400 after taxes and shipping and fees. Yes, it's very expensive. Will I be trying the serum, the hair growth serum? I have a question mark on that. And also I'm not sure if I'm allergic to it, but my concern is if you stop using a product, if you don't use it every single day like you're supposed to, will it make your hair fall out? And that goes across the board for every single hair care line. You got to think about that. And there's been a lot of companies recently who have had people's hairs fall out. So keep that in mind and listen to reviews. How much product should you use? This is all part of the cash grab part. Try with a quarter size first if you have shorter hair, 2/4 if your hair is long and that's thick as mine, 3/4 if your hair is a little bit longer, and 4/4 if your hair is long, like down to your waist. Just figure out on your own time how much product that you need to use, and everything is concentrated so you don't have to use as much. I think these bottles should last me about 6 to 8 months, and these bottles right here would last me about 6 washes, so about 3 months. Also, as a viewer coming in, I'm going to look at it from 2 perspectives. When we're looking at the creator of this platform, Cécred, I feel like she's oversaturated in so many sectors where it feels like it's just to get another buck. We have the concerts going up to 10,000. We have the whiskey that's $90. We got the perfume for $160 something. Everything is just really high and overpriced, and people aren't just gonna buy it because Beyonce's name is on it. So we have to think about get rid of that character's name off of it, and just think if this was a regular person's line that just came out, would we invest in this? Are we gonna be honest with ourselves and tell people that we did not like this product? Are we gonna be honest with our viewers and let them know that this didn't cooperate a certain way and suggest other suggestions for other people? Or say, this may not have worked for me, but it may work for you. It's like the way that we go about talking about it. And I know some people are gonna get offended by this video, but it's more of like, you gotta be honest with yourself. If your hair was already frizzy and you started shampooing, conditioning, and your hair got even more frizzy, don't encourage that person to say, oh, your hair looks good, it looks amazing, because what if that person goes on the street and they're like, your hair looks terrible, when was the last time that you got it done? And you're like, I got it done the other day. And you know, you're gonna feel like you got robbed and hustled. Like I had mentioned, a couple people have came to me and saying that they used the line and felt like the creator didn't invest enough time into it and felt like this wasn't inclusive, like the way that they could have done it. But in all honesty, there's no type of hair care line that can focus on all hair types. You can have products kind of like As I Am, where they have a hair quiz, and they have products for straight hair, curly hair, wavy hair, and tightly coiled hair. They hit every single mark. So when you're saying it's going to work on every hair type, people are going to think that it's going to work on type 4 hair, but that's one hair type that people don't really have knowledge about, let alone the people that are trying these products. It seems like all the research that I have done, it seems like that was a question mark. They just say afro, kinky, nappy, curly. It's just like the dialogue. Because when I think of the word nappy, and I heard that term for the first time when I think I was like about 6 years old modeling, and they had hairdressers for us, and some of the guys had type 4 hair, and they encouraged them to just shave it all off because their hair looked that bad. And I had to ask my parents, what does nappy mean, because I never heard the term. And it meant unkept, not manageable, and highly textured. And I was like, that sounds really mean. So just imagine hearing that as a little kid on other kids, that hair doesn't look like yours, and you feel bad for them, and you don't want anyone to experience that. So we have to learn to respect each other when we say certain things, or educate each other on certain things. Because people don't wake up with an afro. People can pick out the hair into a different hairstyle. People can braid it. People can curl it. It's a very defined texture where it has so much opportunity if people educate themselves. So don't feel discouraged if your hair is really coarse. There's so many categories. There's 4A, 4B, 4C. There's even a hair chart. Not every black person has really coarse hair. I even have to tell my coworker, not every black woman has really coarse hair. And believe it or not, a lot of men want to see their woman's natural hair. They don't care what texture it is. They just want to see you and all of you, because they want to love everything about yourself. So finding that confidence within yourself. And even for the men that are watching this, learn to love your hair and appreciate what you have growing out of your scalp, because there's not people that are fortunate. There's people that have alopecia and that can't grow hair at all. So we have to be mindful of that when we try to scalp people. And also, if we're gonna be giving out hair tutorial, we want to see your actual natural hair, everyone across the board. And it's so wonderful to see so many people who have hair down their back, so long, down to waist level. And people say black women's hair can't grow. Trust me, I have seen some hair, and it's thriving. So keep going and educating yourself. Overall, I think that this project right here is definitely a 8.5 out of 10. I can't wait to see what everything goes as. I might do a TikTok video just rating each product and giving you my final answer, but definitely it's an 8.5. There's a lot of opportunity. It has great results on my hair. I think the main things that I'm flagging it on is price, how it performs on most people's hair, and also the purpose behind it. We want to get more clarity, and we also want to see you wear your products. Stop wearing the blonde wigs, the blonde extensions. We want to see you wear these products in every single photo, every single award show, every single event. We want to see your natural hair for 4 months. And I challenge anyone who's watching this video, wear your natural hair for 4 months. You can straighten it, you can curl it, you can do all types of things to it, but just wear your natural hair, no enhancements. So you can follow me on YouTube, the BPerryFilms Experience, TikTok and Instagram, BPerryFilms, and Bobby L. Perry on LinkedIn. I hope you all enjoyed this video and this tutorial, and I hope you all have happy, healthy hair, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.